Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya v'hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya v'hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom.
Hello and Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Very nice to see all of you on this Erev Shabbat. It might be slightly warm in here. We're doing that on purpose because we want you to feel like it is outside. It's an equal, we want you to feel like inside and outside. What happened with that dust thing that showed up? What is that? What happened?
Called a haboob.
What this just came out of, I saw all the videos, like you could see it coming. It was like a blob coming. It was like a, it was like some kind of a movie just coming at you. This was really weird, and there's howling, and our dog really didn't like it. The dog was really unhappy with it. Everyone okay? And everyone, cars and houses and trees, okay? Yeah, good. Okay. Were you okay? Yeah, you made it. You made it through. Yeah. Did you see it? Did you see the whole thing like roll in? Yeah. Oh, the dust is on your car. Yeah. We have nothing else to tell you tonight other than that. So we just wanted to bring up about the dust storms and Shabbat Shalom. We'll have a great rest of your evening. That's all we got for you. So happy that you're here once again. Please say hello to someone you don't know. Turn around, say Shabbat Shalom. Maybe they're behind you. Maybe they're to the right of you. Say Shabbat Shalom. Introduce yourself. Say hello. This is a better talk than last week. You remember last week everyone just talked and then stopped? This is better. I like that you're kind of rolling into the conversation. It's very nice. It's very nice. If you don't know us, by the way, up here, that is Jordana Matlock right there. And if you don't know what she's using as an instrument besides her fabulous voice, it is something called the auto harp. So we're introducing ourselves and the auto harp. She made it herself out of wood. She did it, but it is an auto harp, and it's a beautiful instrument, and it makes beautiful music, and we are happy that it fills our space. So now that you said hello and we said hello, it's a pleasure to invite Riva Steinberg, a member of our board, up here to say hello and do some more official welcoming to everyone here on this Erev Shabbat. You forgot it was you? Yeah, it has your name right here.
Oh, I know. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Reva Steinberg, member of the Temple Solel Board of Trustees. We're so glad to have everyone here tonight and those live streaming at home. Welcome. Torah study will be held tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. via Zoom. It also serves as a minyan for anyone saying Kaddish. I'm leading it, so if you don't want to come, I understand. But if you want to come, it'll be fun. Please join us for movie night tomorrow, August 22nd. We will see a free screening of the inspiring documentary Road to Eden, Rock and Roll Sukkot, featuring our high holiday guest, Dan Nichols. We're also going to have Havdalah and free popcorn. And I know I'm not supposed to add, I'm sorry. Extreme heat is a growing threat in Arizona. To combat this, Arizona Faith Network operates 17 heat relief centers located in high-risk areas, providing life-saving resources, respite, hydration, cooling, and safe refuge for those in need. Collection bins are located in the Temple Solel lobby. Tzedakah is going to the Foundation for Jewish Camp. The Foundation for Jewish Camp invests in young people because they are the Jewish future. Our weekly e-news and our Friday service handout both contain opportunities to engage in the life of Solel. Take a moment to read it and get involved in any activity that appeals to you. Be sure to check for updates as we have many new events coming up soon. Please renew your membership, and thank you if you have already done so. And a reminder to be aware of your surroundings and make yourself aware of the exits. Remember, if you see something, say something. To make sure we can all enjoy Shabbat together in peace, please take a moment now to verify that your cell phone and all other electronic devices are silenced and put away inside a pocket or purse. And let's welcome Shabbat together. Shabbat Shalom.
That's a very good tune. That was very, very good. That was pretty rocking. It's nice. It's good. It's good. Nice. Thank you. All right, we're going to continue with the lighting of Shabbat candles. So please find your Siddur. Your Siddur has Hebrew and English and transliteration, and we're on page 2 in our Siddurim. We're surprising her. We're going to ask Susan Wine to come up and light the Shabbat candle. So I'm surprising her. Since we had wine last night, there was a great Israel Wines event here last night, so I thought it appropriate that Susan Wine would come up to light the Shabbat candles. So we're on page 2 in your Siddurim, page 2, as we continue with the lighting of candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue with Kiddush, which can be found on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. חיים.
So our candles are lit, and we have also sipped our wine to further bring sweetness into our 25 hours together of Shabbat. And so we're going to pour more on, if you will, of the joy into Shabbat. That was the pun. You feel the pour more from the. All right, we're gonna move into. Thank you for three of you who are chuckling. I appreciate that. More challah for you if you're giving it up. So we're going to continue pouring some more joy into Kabbalat Shabbat now. We're going to continue with Psalm 96, which can be found on page 13.
Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru. Shiru Ladonai. Goha Aretz Shiru Shiru Ladonai. Shir Chadash. Shir Chadash.
We've talked a couple of times now about our friend Shlomo Halevi, who helped to put together the words of Lecha Dodi. You can start to go there if you want, so that you're on the right page, 21. And so we've talked about him since he was the author, if you will, the inspiration for Lecha Dodi, his excitement about being in Tzfat and connecting to Shabbat. And so another shout out to this great event we had last night, where we were able to sample and talk about Israeli wines, actually, and where they came from. And there was a whole section of the wines, actually, that sat in the region around the Tzfat area. And not only was it inspirational for Shlomo Halevi to sit up there, but it makes sense that the regions were the places where the wines were growing, where the joy was happening. There's all these beautiful teachings that say that the juice and the wine are very much part of the joys of our celebrations. And so the connections can be made that it made sense that that's where he was sitting. It made sense that the weather was good, the feelings were good, the land was sort of perfect for that moment for him to celebrate. And so in that moment also, since we also just did Kiddush, and hopefully you'll spend some time throughout your 25 hours of Shabbat, also in some Kiddush moments, if you will, with friends and family. That's the grapes that were then put into things and then got older and then turned into wine. Thank you. Good. Yes. Thank you for those of you who followed along. And so further ways to celebrate. So not just through the bottled juice and the moments that bring us into opportunities to fulfill Kabbalat Shabbat and for the presence of God, but we also thank Shlomo Halevi not just for his words, but also for where he sat in what he felt was such a holy place. And so we continue Lecha Dodi. Again, 20 and 21, we'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to 9, we'll stand and face the door to officially welcome the bride into our space. We continue now with Lecha Dodi.
La 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 Lecha Dodi. Ya la 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 Ligrat Kala. Ya la 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat Mekabe. Ya la 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 Lecha Dodi. Ya la 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 Ligrat Kala. Ya la 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat Nekabela. Shamor Bezachor Bedibur Echad Hishmianu Elam Yochad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shemo Tiferet V'Litchila Ya Elai Ya da 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 Lecha Dodi Ya da 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 Ligrat Kala Ya da 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 B'nai Shabbat B'nai Shabbat Nekabela. Ligrat Shabbat Lechu V'Nelcha Hi Mekor HaBracha Merosh Mekedem Nesucha Sof Maaseh B'machshava Tchila Ya Elai Elai Ya da 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 Lecha Dodi Ya da 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 Ligrat Kala Ya da 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 B'nai Shabbat B'nai Shabbat Nekabela.
Number 5.
Shir Daberi Kevod Adonai Alak Negila Ya Elai Elai Ya da 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 Lecha Dodi Ya da 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 Ligrat Kala Ya da 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 B'nai Shabbat B'nai Shabbat nekabela.
Welcome the Shabbat bride and face the entrance.
Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam v'simcha, uvotola, toch emunei, am segula. Shabbat, B'nai Shabbat, Nekabe, Yadadadadai Lechadodi, Yadadadadai Ligrat Kala, Yadadadadai B'nai Shabbat, B'nai Shabbat,
Please be seated. We continue now as we transition from Kabbalat Shabbat slowly into our evening service. That transitioner is usually through Chatzi Kaddish, and we can find Chatzi Kaddish on page 26.
Yitkada ve'yitkadash shmei Rabbah v'yalmad dirachute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'kayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lam me'almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithale v'yithalal shmei dekudusha brichu le'lam min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran me'alma v'meru. Amen.
As we transition from Kabbalat Shabbat and into our major part of our service, we continue with our call to worship, and in that call we think to ourselves, are we awake? Are we prepared to move into Shabbat, to transition what was this last week? Maybe not great for some of us, and maybe it's great to leave last week and move into something fresh and new, or thinking about how great last week was and find the great pieces of it that we're going to carry into Shabbat with us. And so we are going to ask that question, like I said, are we awake? Are we prepared to stand and to be connected as we move forward with our service, our call to worship, Baruch Hu, on page 28, and together we stand.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach
Let's thank God for making night. We can turn to page 31, and let's read that top paragraph in English together. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and night. God, as heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. We continue on 33. At the bottom, let's alternate paragraphs. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more it grows, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love and this holiest of your works and living language that gives it form. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. 34:35.
Shema
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad. Shema
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. We continue Ve'ahavta on page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavchav hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha u'v'lektecha v'derech u'v'shachmecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'chayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tiskeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim lelolechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet.
We've done a special version of Micha Mocha a couple of times, and a few people have been asking, what's the connection? Why are we doing it? Where does it come from? And so we thought that we'd take the next 45 minutes to an hour. Just want to see if you're awake. If you're just paying attention to the service, or you, yeah. Just kidding. A few moments to discuss the version and why we're doing. It was our first service ever that we did together. We used this also, the special tune. And so you jump in whenever you want. You want to go? You want me to go? I'm keep going. Great. I'm doing. Thanks. So if you know the version that we're talking about, we get to Michamocha, which is, by the way, it's on page 40. You can see what we're talking about. So we always get to Michamocha, but the version that we do has a connection particularly focused on redemption, and the connection to redemption is through something called the redemption song, which is sung by Bob Marley. Bob Marley. So if you know Bob Marley and you know Bob Marley's music, there is this great connection to the idea of redemption. Period. In a lot of what he says and teaches and writes and sings, and so for years across synagogues and summer camps and JCCs, there's been a natural connection to make between Michamocha and Bob Marley and this redemption song. And so, anything else?
No, I don't think so. The lyrics also kind of mimic Joseph and his story. It's like, old pirates they rabbi sold him to the merchant ships, and from the bottomless pit his hand was made strong by the Almighty.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So there's also a nice biblical float from Bob Marley already connecting. Mm-hmm. And this is just something that I heard, and I don't know if you're a reggae fan or not, because I love it, but I'm not I don't know it that well. But apparently almost every single reggae song, if you listen to it very carefully, all of them sort of have a base of almost a heartbeat. So if you think of any reggae song, they're all sort of pumping in that heart-connected feeling, sort of to pull you into even the lyrics and the idea of the redemption or whatever else topic other reggae shares with us. So the biblical connections, the musical connections, and so that's why we have several times done this particular version of Michamocha. Yeah. Ready?
I hope you like it.
Here we go. So we're on page 40, which is Michamocha. It starts out with the Bob Marley a little bit, and then we'll transition into the words of Michamocha. Here we go.
Old pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. After minutes they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Now we're going to sing Michamocha. Michamocha, Ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha. Nedar ba'kodesh, no ra techilot, o seifele, no ra techilot, o seifele. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs.
And next time where we do this, or Michamocha anytime further, you can also look at the English, and you'll see that Michamocha is completely about redemption. And that was, of course, the words that are in the Torah itself. These words of Michamocha are in the Torah. And is the moment where the sea parts. So it is true redemption that the Torah actually gives us, which is, if we pull the Torah out right now and we roll to that Torah portion, you would see in every Torah on the planet, the writing looks different. It actually looks like there are 3 columns, one wall of water on the right, one wall of water on the left, and then the Israelites' path in the middle, because that was true redemption, and that's why it's Micha Mocha, and that's why it connects so beautifully to the redemption song by Bob Marley. So there we go. So what we're going to do now is we'll have everyone come up individually, and you'll sing the song for us. Just kidding. We're going to continue right now on page 42 with Hashkivenu, 42.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
And we continue now to the deep appreciation of how we actually fulfill and celebrate Shabbat with the words V'shamru, which can be found on page 44.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini ubein b'nei Yisrael, b'nei Yisrael, od hi le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam
We take a moment now to think of those in our community who are in need of healing, a physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. We think of Kit Kasich, Myra Greenberg, Marilyn Carson, Sandra Levitt, Norma Suckle, Lois Berman, Jay Berman, Elizabeth Potter, Meredith Adams, Allison Wasserman, Shira Chassab, Auden Vesterna, Dottie Braun Cohen, Jessica Bovey, Len Ballin, Valerie Piazza, Warren Manspizer, Bruce Rose, Adam Taylor, Judy Boyle, Denise Cosgrove, Sylvia Villa, Jacob Hardy, Myrna Baum, Carol Brillman, William Nostrala, Darren Charney, Melinda Korer Studnicka, Gabby Manspizer, Jeff Parker, Bella Kazin, Elaine Sabin, Rochelle Cunningham, Rachel Bat Esther, Candy Wagenbach, Lillian Fox, Helen Angel, Michelle Philman, Chuck Pishko, Ali Goldstein, Greg Giannini. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time. We sing together, Mishaberach.
El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. Dear God of our ancestors, help us renew our faith. Grant us a perfect healing. Bring peace to all our days. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. Restore our strength of body. Help clarify our minds. Refresh our tired spirits. Rejuvenate our light. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. Thank you for all these blessings throughout our days and nights. We celebrate the journey, this precious gift of life. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu. El na rifan Allah, rifan Alanu.
With those prayers of hope and healing within our community, we also stand as a community and continue now with the Amidah, which can be found on page 46.
Adonai tzifatai tiftach ufi yagi techilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor, ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imaot, u'Mevi Gula lifnei b'neichem, leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atav rav lehoshiach, Morid hatal, Mechalchel chaim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somef noflim berofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechaye, Umatzkiat Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lehayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh l'shimchat kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu ha'sela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
We take some time now for our own silent prayers and thoughts and reflections, beginning here on page 52 through page 62. Whenever you're finished, please be seated. middle of 62. Middle of 62.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי בגואלי. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי בגואלי. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך.
I think that you'll agree that there is one universally frustrating thing that we can all agree on, and that is if you lose something. What's the first thing you do when you lose something? Someone said freak out, so I appreciate that. What are some other things you do when you lose something? That was amazing because you all spoke at the same time, and I heard. So what do you do when you lose something? Look for it. Thank you. That's nice. That's it. That's all. Everyone. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for participating. That was it. So you just lose it. Do you, anyone other than freak out? Do you retrace your steps? Do you ask around people? Do you look at it? Do you ever do like a little check for like the check for things? That's nice. So the Kellers who are sitting over here, we lose stuff, and we are very thrilled that something was invented for us, and those are air tags. So how many people have air tags? Air tags, or some guess? How many don't know what an air tag is? Great, an air tag it's an Apple product, but other people make it, and you can attach them to 1,000 things in your house, and they all connect on your phone, and when you can't find it, you just press the button, and it just blip, 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 it beeps somewhere, and it's really cool because you can walk around the house looking for it, because it tells you you're 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot, and then you're like, it's not there. I don't know where that is. And you're like, you walk back this way, and then you realize, oh, you're on the first floor, and it's on the second floor. And so that's why. And then you're like, oh, let's go down the stairs. And then you go down the stairs. Then you're like, oh, I found it. It's amazing. So the Torah portion actually is about this. When we lose something like your keys or your wallet or your sunglasses, if you lose your phone, how many people have gone back to your house to get your phone if you left it? Yes. Okay, thank you. So I feel like only 6 people are raising their hands. So it's the same 6 people. I don't know if other one's a little tired, or it's Friday. I don't know if believe in phones, or I'm not sure. So yes. So you go back for your phone, and if you find something, if you lose something, by the way, my favorite thing to look for is with my phone flashlight. That's how I find stuff all the time. So great. So the Torah portion this week is all about this moment, actually. And the Torah portion is called Ki Tetzeh, and Ki Tetzeh means when you go out into the world. And it's kind of cool because it's one of those ordinary moments. The Torah sometimes gives us like these huge, big moments, and this one's kind of ordinary, and that means if you lose something. And the text actually says it. It's a mitzvah. It's actually one of the 613 in the Torah, and it says, if you see your fellow's ox or sheep gone astray, do not ignore it. You must take it back to your peer. So it says it in the Torah. So if you see your fellow's ox or sheep gone astray, do not ignore it. You must take it back to your peer. So, by the way, it has developed from ox and sheep, because anyone have sheep or ox? That one got a bigger laugh than the other one. Like, the sheep and the ox were funnier, I guess, than the cell phone. So, whatever. Maybe you guys, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so the Torah continues. The same goes for a donkey, for a garment, and for really anything that someone loses. And the final instruction may eventually be the last thing, which is really a cool phrase in the text. So you should all look it up after, when you leave here. It says, lo tuchal lehit alem, which is maybe one of the coolest phrases in text because it says you are not allowed to remain indifferent, which means, it's my neighbor's goat. They'll figure it out. Or it's my neighbor's blah, blah, blah. How many times we walk by something and we think, it's not my problem. Like, it's not my issue. It's not my problem. But this is not what the text says. The text says, actually, go out of your way. It's actually even more difficult because it says, if the person you don't like, you find their object, you're just as obligated as if someone you don't like. So if you find the neighbor that drives you crazy, and then you finally find something object that's theirs, you're like, oh, God. You're still obligated to bring it back to them because the text says so. The mitzvah actually has a name also. It's called Hashavat Avedah. That means finding a lost object. And the Jewish tradition takes it very seriously. And if the object has identifying marks on it, it's even more complicated because you have to bring it back. So now if you find a particular, like a wallet, for instance, you find a wallet, it probably has some kind of identifying mark on it, which is different than if you find $1. Let's say you find $1 outside of, I don't know, who has $1 today? I don't know. Someplace that has, let's say you find $1 and you pick up the $1, what do you think you should do with it? Do you keep the $1 or do you find the owner? You go to the dollar store. I got nothing else. Thank you very much. You go to the dollar store. So do you keep the $1 or do you go find its owner? Depends where you are. Okay, maybe where you found it. Was it? Maybe how you found it. Okay. And so what if I hold up $1 and I say, whose dollar is this? And you say, it's my dollar. I was like, can you identify it? Do you know the serial number of the dollar that you're carrying? So you also have to create this balance of trust, and this is where this idea expands and grows and grows and grows. And so, which raises the question, why does the Torah care so much about someone's stuff? Particularly someone else's stuff. Why is there an entire Torah portion, and by the way, the sentence is this big in the Torah, and it gets this big in the Mishnah, and it gets that big in the Talmud, and then it goes on and on and on. It goes on to say, like, identifying how you identify it. Don't identify it. Is it, like, in a certain stack? So that must be someone can identify it. Does it have someone's initials on it? What if you find, like, a diamond engagement ring on the ground? What do you do with that? Everyone got silent on that one. You're like, I put it in my pocket. No, of course not. But you have to do something about that because maybe there's an engraving. If the engraving, then maybe it helps you. But yeah, so you have to go out of your way to check these lost objects. And so I don't think that that mitzvah is really about stuff, though. I think it's about what we do as a community so I can trust you and you can trust me. A healthy community depends upon a basic assumption that what matters to you should also matter to me. So I have to presume that you might be upset losing something, and so I should go out of my way to look for it. This is why maybe you see on signposts it says, like, lost dog or something. Does it become your responsibility to look for the dog? Or to at least identify the dog? Some of you are nodding your heads. Some of you are losing consciousness. And some of you aren't responding at all. So if you're conscious, nod your head. It's going to be, it's really great. So if you lose something, and then this is the problematic moment that we have. There's also a fascinating concept, by the way, to add a layer to this. If we had more time, we'd talk about it. To the lost objects, and that layer is called Yeush. And Yeush means essentially despair. Meaning at some point you realize it's gone and you have to let go of the object. Because if you lose $50, it hurts a little more than the dollar. But you have to presume also if you're in a parking lot and there's no one else around you and you find a $50 bill, you have to think to yourself, they must be hurting a little for $50. But then what do you do with it? It's a complicated moment that we have to decide because it hurts more than the dollar, or it hurts more than the quarter, or it hurts more than something else like that, because maybe we don't feel the same connection, and so you have to also pretend and imagine someone else's feelings in this. This is what the text is talking about. Look at the time the text is giving us to discuss this. And so maybe communities and people and situations, you might also think that there may have Yeush also. Maybe we give up on things. Maybe we're just in despair in general. People can give up also. And so perhaps the Torah is teaching us that sacred community should just create the space for us. We return lost objects because we are practicing something bigger, the art of returning things to where they belong. Sometimes it's that wallet. Sometimes it's just trust. Sometimes it's the friendship. Sometimes it's the person who you need to stand up and think to themselves, I'm going to return this. I'm going to go out of my way to do this. So healthy communities are not just built on these little, on big things like I talked about, grandiose moments, but they're built on the small moments. So here's the idea, and my favorite part is that one initial part of the Torah portion that says you're not allowed to be indifferent. That's our responsibility. You're not allowed to be indifferent about any of this. Lo tuchal lehit alem. And so don't look away, pick something up, return it, be present, do not remain indifferent. And in doing so, seemingly the small acts might actually turn into big acts. Even turning in a small object will find a way to strengthen our community. And so your job this week is to maybe be extra aware of what people might need around you and not just think to yourself, it's not my problem. Instead, follow what the text says and keep in mind that we are not allowed to remain indifferent. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to continue now with Aleinu and to begin to conclude our service. Page 282 in your Siddur, 282, and together we stand.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latei gedula leotzer breshit, shenu teshamayim v'hoser aretz, umoshav yikaro b'shamayim mimal, ushkunatu zo bechorev meromim, hu Eloheinu einod, ve'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season and years past, and those we've drawn into our hearts with our own zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. If it is your custom and you wish to stand when a name is mentioned, and you are a relative, a friend, or connected to this person, please stand. In the period of Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period, we think of Norma Flater. Within the first year, Sarah Ransom, Toby Friedman, Dr. Sheldon Manspizer, Lenore Rose. And our yortzais that occur for us this week: Milton Abrams, Gert Bauer, Gerald Berg, Sam Bloom, Minnie Breslow, Rose Brillman, Gloria Cohen, Michael Danoff, Leonard Friedel, Eli Friedman, Philip Kahn, Joyce Kessler, Bertha Manspizer, Norman Parker, Dennis Randall, Pauline Rabel, Raymond Sachs, Melvin Satz, Richard Schwartz, Robert L. Spencer, Hannah Spinner, Meyer Stern, Bessie Wiener, Edward Werner, Fred Zeckman. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time. As a community, we all stand with you now and continue Kaddish Yatom Mourner's Kaddish 294. Yitkadal v'kadash shemei Rabbah, be'amad yivrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayeichon u'v'yomeichon u'b'chayei dechol beit Israel, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yeh shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulmei olmaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, as together we say, Amen. Please be seated. If you are under the age of bar or bat mitzvah and you'd like to join us up here for a little motzi, join us up here. Anyone under the age of bar or bat mitzvah? Yay! Yay!
All right.
All right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
This one's for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my. Thanks.
All right, friends, we're going to conclude our service tonight with Im Tirtzu, which, if you want to follow along, is on page 340. 340.
Im tirtzu, enzo
Agada,
enzo agada, liotam chofshi be'artzenu, be'eretz.
Eretz.
Nice. Zion,
Zion.
Yerushalayim, tirtzu, im tirtzu, enzo agada.
Well done ending that song, because it could go on
I
forever.
was tempted.
Forever. Adonai oz lamo yiten, Adonai varech et amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto our people. Continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.